Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business. Welcome to this briefing for small business operators. Today I want to talk to you about debtors management. Debtors are one of the most important assets that most businesses have in their balance sheets. But it's the management of debtors that's of particular concern to me, because small businesses in Australia on the main have a very high level of debtors balances. Do you calculate what your debtors days outstanding figure is each month, compare it to the previous month? And if it is too high, do you instigate a process to try to reduce your debtors days outstanding? Within ESS Small Business we have some free material and some subscription material which will assist you in the management of debtors. In the free material we have debtors overview articles and an article on debtors collections which you're quite free to download from the ESS Small Business website and use in your business. But if you would like to have a complete system that you can edit if you require and badge for your business, so that internally there is a manual that is able to be utilised by the staff that have the responsibility for opening of debtors accounts, processing invoices, preparing statements, following up debtors that mightn't have paid by their due dates, and issues such as debtors discounting or factoring, how you go about arranging that type of service with your bank or one of the specialist factoring companies, debtors insurance and some other allied matters. So the ESS SME Debtors Manual has a system which works its way through from the very first contact that a prospective customer makes with you, how you go about screening that customer or would-be customer to determine whether you are going to give them the privilege of allowing them to have credit facilities with your business, how you check their references, process the debtors application form, issue the terms to them by a welcome to new customer letter, how you consider issues to do with the personal property securities register, because debtors are a very important component of protecting yourself under the personal property securities register. And that means you need to get your new customers to sign a terms of trade agreement and a retention of title agreement. And those two agreements should be attached to your customers' terms of trade, so it's very clear to them that they have to sign these documents. You then need to make a decision within your organisation, and you need to make sure there is a system, and the systems manual covers this area to say, are we going to register this new customer on the PPSR? You only have 15 days to make that registration, and it should be done before you supply the goods to that new customer. Then of course you need to monitor it. Most of those registrations last for 7 years, so in 7 years' time you need to look at renewing that registration. You don't have to register every invoice on the PPSR. You register your customer, and as long as your solicitor has drafted your terms of trade agreement, it should cover further sales of products that are described in the terms of trade agreement. If you haven't seen a commercial solicitor since January 2012 about your terms of trade agreements, I would urge you to do so urgently, because this legislation is most definitely operating. Businesses around Australia have lost somewhere around about $120 million because they did not register on the register. There hasn't been one case yet in which the legitimate owner of the goods won in a court if they had not registered on the personal property securities register. Now, without sounding too alarmist, the triggering event for this legislation to come into play is that your customer would need to have gone into liquidation to cause these problems to start emerging. But there's a lot more businesses go into liquidation than what you might think. So the other issues covered in the Debtors Manual are the calculation of the debtors days outstanding, suggestions on how you might collect debtors. We have a section on digital systems to collect debtors, to speed up the process, to make it automatic, to follow up your customers, to get payments using Twitter and other communication methods, and that's through a company called IODM. Now, your investment to utilise the SME Debtors Manual is $265, including GST. All you need to do is to go to www.ess-small-business, click on Debtors, and you will see the free material that I've already mentioned, together with the SME Debtors Manual. Just click on it and it will take you through the purchase process. If you have any questions about any aspect of the products or services made available by ESS Small Business, please do not hesitate to contact me. Send us an email to peter@essbiztools.com.au. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day and good luck with your debtors collections.